words that say, I feel prosperous, may be believed by those who hear it, but you can do a better job of amplifying your sense of prosperity. And that's really all we're talking about here. And we're also talking about, we liked the word journey that you inserted here. We want you to feel as happy on your way as you will be when you get there. That's what the unconditional success is about, because the success of that $100,000 already exists in a vibrational form. If you can tap into that vibrational form success, instead of calling it not here yet, call it here yet, and it feels like this, and it feels like this, and it feels like this, then the next logical step is for ideas to come along the way. And you know what happens every time is that the impulses, the receptive mode ideas and desires that flash into your mind along the way turn out to be the prize that you think the $100,000 was going to be. It's the process, it's the discovery, it's the co-creation, it's the intertwining, it's the feelings of satisfaction. So often you think that the prize or the goal or what you're trying to create is the money so that you can then do all of those things. No, it's the object of attention that lets you know when you're in sync with it. And oh, the treasures along the way to that treasure. And you know, in the same way that you are explaining to us that you want the $100,000 for the physical journey that it will allow you. Stay with us, this is really important. So you want that money, not for the money, but for the journey. This vibrational thought, it's not the money either. And so, we're just going to pause and savor what we're about to present to you. So here's the money that you want, but you want it for the journey. And here's the journey. It's the journey before the money, and it's the journey after the money. It was never about the money. It was always about the journey. You're sort of following what we're trying to lead you to understanding here? That money is about the experiences that you will have along the way. There's not going to be something that you do with that $100,000 that's going to satisfy you in any enormous way. It's all of the things that you will see and experience. And so once you get the $100,000, you think the journey will then begin. We want you to understand that the journey has begun because you want the $100,000. Oh. That's why we want to talk about the unconditioned, because you don't have to have the $100,000 for the journey to be already underway. And that's why we tell you the story. You sifted and sorted, and you started the journey, and you knew what you didn't want, and you knew what you did want, and you put it in the vortex, and the journey continues. And then law of attraction is responding to the vibration that's in there. And it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and your inner being is focused on it too. It's becoming more and more and more and more. The journey is underway. The good feeling journey is underway. Your inner being is joyful in the journey that you've set into motion. And then all of a sudden you get an idea. The journey's really underway. You got an idea. You were in the receptive mode and you got an idea. That's part of the journey. That's part of the journey. The $100,000 is only going to be part of the journey. It's only part of the journey. It's not the destination. It's part of the journey. But before the $100,000 is in your bank, there's a vibrational version of it that you're thrilling over first. Helpful?
Yes.
Such a good understanding. And here, this helps us describe something to you that is good for you to know. So many of you have been holding yourselves hostage, not allowing yourself to be happy until the money's in the bank. But the money can't get in the bank under those conditions. It's got to be a happy journey before the money gets in the bank. That's why you hear from so many who are following their dream, who are following their bliss, who are doing what they want to do, who are following their music desires or are following their philosophical desires. The journey doesn't start when you get the money. And the money isn't the end of the journey either, because you never get it done. And that's not very much money.
This is just the beginning.
Enough?
Yes. Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you very much.
Really good.